Alright, I'm going to talk to you about how to add and subtract fractions with unlike denominators, meaning that the denominators, the bottom number on the fraction, is different. The rule is when adding fractions, the bottom number, or the denominator, has to be the same. So in order to do that for some fractions, you're going to have to rewrite the fractions so that they have the same denominator. So I'm going to start with 3/4 plus 1/8. And looking at 4 and 8, there are several different denominators I can go with. I can go with 8, because that's a number that both 4 and 8 go into. I can go with 16, I can go with 32, I can go with 48, but I'm better off picking the smallest number I can, the least common denominator, which is the least common multiple of the denominators. So in this case, like I said, I'm going to go with 8 just because the smaller it is, then that means the less I'm going to have to simplify it in the end. Okay, plus smaller numbers are easier to work with. The bottom fraction stays the same. We're going to stick with 1/8. Now, but for the top, for 3/4, because 4 times 2 is 8, I'm going to multiply 3 times 2, which is 6. So all I'm doing is rewriting 3/4 as 6/8. It has the exact same value. It's just like $1 is the same thing as 4/4. It has the same value. It's just that I can use it this way. Okay? So now 6/8 plus 1/8 is 7/8, and it cannot be simplified. This is it. So 3/4 plus 1/8 is equal to 7/8. In this example here, we have 5/6 minus 1/3. I'm going to go with a common denominator of 6 because it's a number that both 6 and 3 go into. So my top fraction, 5/6, stays the same. It doesn't change. The bottom fraction, 1/3, because I multiply 3 times 2 to get 6, I'm going to have to multiply 1 times 2, which is 2. So I'm changing 1/3 to 2/6. Again, same exact value, just using different numbers. So now I can simplify. 5/6 minus 2/6 is 3/6. Now the problem is that 3/6 isn't simplified. So I want to find a number that goes into both 3 and 6, and that number is 3. So I'm going to divide the numerator and the denominator by 3. And when I do that, I get 3 divided by 3, which is 1, 6 divided by 3, which is 2. So my answer here is 1/2. So 5/6 minus 1/3 is 1/2. With the final example I'm going to show you is 3/5 plus 7/10. A good denominator would be 10 for this particular one. Because 5 times 2 is 10, I'm going to multiply 3 times 2, which is 6. So we're changing 3/5 to 6/10, and then on the bottom it's going to stay the same. It's going to stay 7/10. 6/10 plus 7/10 is 13/10. This is not your final answer because this is an improper fraction and we need to change it to a mixed number. So just to refresh your memory, 10 goes into 13 one time. 1 times 10 is 10. Subtract and get 3. So we're going to make our J for Jones. We get 1 and 3/10. So this answer is 1 and 3/10.